Righty. Hey, everybody. I'm Rob the Builder. Can we build it? Yes, we can. How you doing, David, Her Ladyship, Bassman, and Basswoman? Now, let me just flick the link up. This morning, I had a bit of a look at some images of Impala dashes. And it's a curious thing. They, or at least with part of it, it's a curious thing. I will show you in due course. That's another curious. No, he's beaten you again. He is the Flash.
Hello.
Hey,
You cheated.
Hello.
every time I think of the Flash, I think of a Simpsons episode where they're running the Springfield Marathon, and comic book guy's gone as the Flash, and as he's running down the marathon, he's there. I am the Flash, and no one outruns the Flash. And he drops into this manhole cover or manhole, and he's so fat that he gets wedged in it.
That's how I feel right now.
One of my super foes has set a trap. So yeah. Anyway, before we get started,
Coffee time.
Copy.
you all know the drill.
David, you got tea or whiskey?
Type.
Now,
Yeah.
okay. Because my first port of call today is going to be chrome. Yes, it is. Because there's quite a bit of that. And what I discovered with my research on dashboards is this weird little thing here. Oh, for fuck's sake. My camera's done this little go into lock mode. My phone, rather. Not so much as a buy or leave. This thing here, it seems to have some of the dashboard colors and some of it's chrome. What the fuck is it?
Yeah, I chrome mine.
Well, I'm going to do the ends of the metal blue and the inner part chrome.
Did you look and see what that actually was on that dash? What it's called? What it's there for?
To be honest, I am none the wiser. It falls broadly into the category of the mysteries of life.
And yes, life has been.
All I know is that you could do it any number of ways. There is chrome there. As to what the fuck it's meant to be, you tell me.
Ejector seat.
Pardon?
Ejector seat.
Yeah, that's the one. Of course. This is how you control the ejector seat and the, let's not forget the bulletproof shields that go up on the back.
No, I don't want
to leave the oil trail and the machine guns at the front.
I don't want an ejector seat. I want an ejaculation seat.
Who can't honestly say?
Your mic done something, Rob.
What I want is an 88mm cannon. I don't think it's a big ask.
No.
And the reason I think it's a perfectly acceptable option is because, well, look, frankly, I get sick of dealing with idiots on the road.
I ain't just
Story ends. Next time I have to deal with that sort of a thing. 88mm cannon for you.
Yeah,
explain to me how that's a bad theory. Now, I'm going to go a step further. I think the government is remiss and needs to address the issue that I am, in fact, not subsidized by the government to drive a full-size Tiger tank on the roads.
Well,
There, I said it. No more traffic jams for me. I just drive over the top of them.
fuck 'em.
Pull out in front of my Tiger tank. Fuck you. 88mm cannon.
That's it. Done and done.
I'm struggling to see the issue.
There is no issue. They all
Exactly
must
right.
let God sort them out.
Look, be damned. Just let the cannon sort them out. That's all I'm really worried about.
Man,
Let them know that they have done wrong by their own fatality.
but hell, they'd be back out there tomorrow doing the same stupid shit.
Not after I've fucking shot them.
Our son's been driving more so he can get his license here pretty soon.
Oh, yeah.
And I was telling him today we went to town. I was like, look, I said, your driving seems to be pretty good. I said, them other fools out there you need to worry about. He does really well. He pays attention.
That is a reality. It's a thing. Chris's advice to his daughter, although she hasn't gotten her license yet, but she was talking about it, was now the important thing you need to understand is that so long as you drive like everybody else on the road is probably trying to kill you, you will be safe. He said, because the reality is there's a lot of idiots on the road and you've got no idea what some of them will do.
Well,
and then when you start bringing in the reality that some of those drivers will be either highly stressed and not paying proper attention or possibly whizzing or whatever else, just think they're going to kill you and you'll be okay. And I've got to say, I did find it hard to argue with that rationale because it is little less than a statement of fact. Although I've got to say, I haven't had any major horrors occur to be inflicted on me recently.
Well, that's good.
Which means I'm due.
Yeah, because unfortunately I've had about 3 or 4 the last 6 or 7 trips I've been uptown. There's been people in my lane coming towards me, passing.
There's that one. I'll tell you one I encounter on a semi-reg that I've almost gotten to the point of, yes, it's all a rich tapestry about because I just see it so often, but it's just, to me, utterly infuriating because of its sheer stupidity, is when people turn corners and they've clearly cut the corner very heavily, and they're actually in the lane on the other side.
Oh, yeah.
And you think you can't have seen as to whether or not there is another car coming. So it is, and sometimes, in fact, I've even had the experience of having to slow down because some dickhead is coming around the corner and not looked. And you think, you fucking idiots.
Hey, that's what they paint them yellow lines in the middle of the road for, ain't it? So people know where to pass and when not to.
Yeah, well, for all the good it does. You would think it's not that hard to work out. I am wrong.
But today, we wish we had was following a plainclothes police car because we had this youngster that came zooming past us. We was doing the correct speed, 50 miles an hour along that road, and they must be doing at least 80 to pass us, and a couple of cars behind us. So and there was one car in front. I think was like 500 yards further on. He had to slow up because he comes into the town and he was down to
Yeah.
30.
So what was it all
He
for?
just couldn't wait for anybody to pass. But,
Yeah, and it's just
but
like
he was
on the
so
point of that
close.
was. Yeah, just
Yeah.
idiocy.
Yeah, he was going up to Lydney. He was only about 10 miles from us.
As Ford Fairlane says, so many assholes, so few bullets.
Today they decide this one stretch of road is a dual carriageway, and they shut the whole road off to resurface. So we have to take the long way round. So it's like came about 16 miles rather than 8. So, but it was not too bad, except for that idiot so whizzing past us.
You had to take the long way home.
Take the long way home. Well, on a lighter note,
Yes, you saw you. Yes, you know what I'm on about.
so a mom and her son were driving behind a garbage truck one day, and
Here
they
we
hit a
go.
bump, and a dildo flew out and hit the windshield of the car.
Ah,
The little boy looks up and says, "Wow, what was that?" The mom kind of hesitated for a second. She says, "Oh, just a big insect." Little boy
big
says,
insect.
"The little boy says, well, I don't know how you can fly with a dick that big."
Nice.
Well,
Yeah, I'll pay that one. Yeah. You know what the last thing to go through a fly's mind is when it hits your windscreen?
they're asshole.
Correctamundo. Yes.
Yep. I say that to Bassman all the time when we're driving down the road and a bug hits the windshield. I said, and she called onto it. She said, his asshole.
That's the one.
The last thing he sees.
Ah,
My
now,
glue is drying up, not sticking.
now, gonna change my brush, I reckon.
So the weather's been rather nice here today.
Yeah, it's supposed to be
And our
nice here
son,
today.
me and our son been out there this morning. Well, I started out vacuuming the house and washing all the rugs and sweeping the floors, and we got there and scraped the front porch and painted everything on the front porch this morning.
Nice.
The last 2.5, 3 hours, I just that's when I brought home pizza for supper. So
Ah,
yeah, I satiated with that.
here's a funny story for you about eating pizza. Or more about. Here we go. There was a dance. Now, David probably has heard of. You may or may not have heard of a place called Ibiza.
Yeah,
Ibiza? No.
Yeah. Okay, it's just off the Spanish coast. It's pretty much a big party place.
in bed,
Um, pardon?
in the med,
In the Med, yeah,
Mediterranean.
in the Mediterranean. And anyway, there was a song that came out, a dance track, quite a few years ago. Um, and it was, we're going to go to Ibiza. We're going to go to Ibiza. No, I can't get the remember the, but ultimately that was the whole point. We're going to Ibiza. But the way it was, it sounded, some people thought it was, we're going to eat pizza. And then it became a bit of a joke, or a running joke at the time, that
Right.
you could alter the lyrics to fit the occasion on that one.
Yep. That's pretty good. Well, it
The
does
thing
sound
is,
like it.
the ensuing lyric was, we're going to have a party.
Party. Party. You're working on your boat again today, David?
Yeah, I think some of my glue's getting a bit dry, so it's just wasn't sticking properly. So I just have to scrape it and try it again. I got
Yeah,
4
getting a
lines
few
done.
fiddly bits on
Okay.
this dash.
All right. I know I'll be glad when this damn pollen's gone because it is kicking my ass still.
Yeah, never fun. Now, almost there on
Think
this one, I think. Mhm.
kind of sucks about getting older, unfortunately, because I never had allergy problems before, and now I've been having to take a damn allergy pill every day.
Yeah. I was having an amusing thought on the topic of getting older yesterday, and it's this. It's in all my medical practitioners tell me how I'm going to live for many years now, and I've even had the term "quite young" applied. Now, my thing about the question about that is that being so, how is it that I just got seniors housing? These are questions. You know what I'm saying here?
Hmm. Hmm. Yeah. I think somebody would have to explain that one to me.
Now, I've got to say, they lie well.
Oh yeah.
Very generous lies, I'll grant you, and ones I'm happy to take and believe. But they lie well.
Yes, they do. They do.
My good lady didn't like. I had to put up with it a bit. She used to be an U3A IT tutor, and she used to take a lot of laptops and everything around with her. And when we met up and going around and was meeting some ex students in town, they all thought I was her son. I didn't mind. But she did.
Well, see, I was smart. I married a younger wife. My wife is
Well, planning ahead.
she's 13
But
years younger than I am.
I'm 12 years.
Oh,
12
really?
years younger than I am. Yeah, she's 43. I'm 56.
she's 21.
When we met, she was. I was 32.
Ladies are always 21.
Oh well.
You know how to win a friend.
Hmm. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
Now, I've almost gotten the dash done as far as the Chrome goes.
Oh, no, that's for a bit.
Once I have, I'll give you a zoom in. Oh wait, I've got a whole strip there, and I'm a long way from done. What am I saying?
If you put things into context, when I got my license at 16, my wife was 4 years old.
Yeah.
I pick on her about that sometimes.
Here's a bit of humour for you in that same sort of variety. When I first started doing security, I was in my early 20s, and when I was checking IDs, I'd have been in primary school when the underages were, or the ones who were just on that sort of cusp,
Right.
were born. And to some in that room, as I point out to people, to some in that room, some ladies in that room, I was a younger man. Yes, I was. Time passed.
Mm.
By the time I left the industry, the the underage bracket kicked in when I was entering university. And in some instances, I was a dirty old man for even looking. Yeah. It's
Man,
time caught up with me on that.
I'll be honest with you. They didn't grow girls when we were like they do now when we were coming up.
Now, here we go. Tacky line number 367. And this is a line from Brian from Family Guy. Yeah, you can see this is going to be a corker, can't you? And I can't remember who he's impersonating, but the line is, "That's what I like about college girls. I keep getting older, they stay the same age." That's a bit wrong, but for those sorts of people, I guess, yes. And some of those sorts of people wind up being members of the royal family. Ooh! Yeah, I went there.
Yeah.
And others of them become president of the United States. Yes, I'm on fire tonight.
Yes, sir.
Oh dear.
Deary me.
Oh, hey Jeff, how you doing?
So, Jeff.
Hello, Jeff.
Just very quickly on, given that I try not to discuss politics too much, I see Bondi's gone. And the only line of thought that goes through my mind is, another one bites the dust. Boom, boom, boom. Wonder who the next one will be.
Or
Anyway.
he'll just create something and move them and create a job for them.
Oh yeah, that's how it rolls. But
that's what he did.
I wonder who the next one who's going to. My money's on Patel.
I'll take
Patel or him or Hegseth. And the reason I think Hegseth, whilst he'd quite happily suck Trump's cock, and I reckon he'd swallow what's more. Maybe he'd gargle even.
He'd gargle.
You reckon? Yeah, fair call. Anyway, beyond that, while he would, it might be that if the Iran situation escalates too heavily, he will want a scapegoat. That scapegoat will be Hegseth.
Yep.
That remains to be seen how that rolls out. But there we have it. Now I've gotten that out of my system.
When Christian Nome got fired, he created a new job for her, so they'll probably just do the same with the others.
Well, yes, a new job, Department of Brain Dead Security.
Oh my God, they got a group of morons.
Oh, mate. If it wasn't real life, you'd laugh.
Only over here, right?
Sad but true, mate.
I ain't afraid to admit it.
Well, I guess if that's the situation, at least you should own it.
Yeah, it just keeps getting worse. Just keep getting worse.
Oh dear. Never mind.
That's like I saw Mitch McConnell on a Google, something on Google today, and that motherfucker looked like a damn zombie just standing there with his damn dumbass
looking like a zombie for years.
It's even worse now.
I mean, it was a couple of years ago he did that classic Mitch glitch.
Yep. Turtle boy.
And it's got to be said, why aren't there age limits?
Exactly. Oh my God.
I mean, I'm
Yeah.
sorry if people are. In fact, I don't think we actually have age limits over here, but for my money, there should be. If the retirement age is a certain age, why are people serving in Parliament past that age?
Mhm.
Is it just me?
Yep. Well, the insider trading they're doing, and
Oh, some of that's been,
oh yeah, all that pretty much.
and it won't be investigated unless the Democrats get.
Four, four,
Although
$40
in
million, $40 million on a fucking ballroom for the fucking White House. $40
I
million
know,
dollars,
what would you want? Why would you do it?
and we got veterans out here living in the fucking streets, and he's building a fucking $40 million ballroom.
Yeah, I think that's just one of a number of decisions that will cost him.
Damn.
I think midterms he'll get hammered, or the Republicans will. They may well lose control of the Senate, and then there comes a Lionel Richie song. At least I think it's Lionel Richie, and the song is "You'll be once, twice, three times impeached now." Um. So yeah.
Damn. Damn.
Yes.
See, a lot
Yeah.
of bribery ain't going on. So NASA, that rocket went off. I saw in Texas. I was sort of praising Trump for it, and then someone
Oh
cut
yeah.
him down and say that, yeah, he got my brother killed. So I did, yeah, didn't hear him on there after that for a bit.
Yeah.
Oh, did you hear their space toilet broke and they had to use their suit bags? Oh no.
Ha.
But
I got it fixed.
they got it fixed. Yeah. The big headline news. Their space
All
toilet.
right. Here's where we're at with the dash at the moment.
Oh yeah.
So discover that there's a whole line of chrome that goes across there as well.
Looks nice.
Yeah.
So it's coming on now. The bottom area here will be blue again.
Yep. You gonna put that blue like you did on the door panels?
Yeah. It won't be the metal blue. It'll be the that same blue as. I'll leave you for you zoom in for that. That'll be continuing across there.
Okay.
But this middle area here, I'll be putting that metal blue in, and also around the edge there. But first, I'm going to do a bit more work with chrome. Because, now where else did I want to put it? Door sides. Now, I reckon I might be well advised to do a couple of things. One, just give the brush a bit of a freshen. Now, before it starts getting grumpy.
Oh, no grumpiness.
Yes, it's still in fine form. Good. Das ist gut.
Flogging.
One thing I like about this particular jar of paint of Tamiya is that when you do that, it very conveniently collects enough in the lid for that to be your reservoir.
Uh-huh. Yes.
Now,
You gone off or
Hello?
headphones gone? I think.
What happened? Where'd he go?
burnt. I don't think it's designed that way, but it does work that way. Now, if it is designed that way, you'd have to applaud them. But either way, it's a winning outcome. Now, most of these handles on the door
What are you talking about, Will?
will be chrome. In fact, almost all of this will be chrome.
You're welcome. Sorry.
Mm. Apart from the actual handles on the into there and around there. There we go.
Who's wrong again?
Nice. Now, the ashtrays.
You ever
There's
take?
that'll tell you a whole lot about how old this sort of car is, won't it? The
Oh yeah,
existence
yeah.
of
All
ashtrays.
those. Yep. All of them had cigarette lighters and ashtrays.
Yes.
Yep. Growing up, I don't remember a car that didn't have an
No.
ashtray lighter
And
in back
the
and
cigarette lighter would double as a power source if you wanted to.
Yep.
I remember one of the my favorite lines out of the Blues Brothers is fix the cigarette lighter.
Yep.
Or at least one of my favorite lines from the early parts of that, because there's some great lines in that movie. Particularly from the Penguin. I don't want your filthy stolen money. Well, it looks like you're up shit creek, aren't you? Whack! Funny stuff. It's quite tragic that James Belushi died as young as he did.
Yeah.
Mind you, let's face it, the guy was pretty fucked up on a personal level to be taking that much cocaine.
Mm. Yeah, we've lost a lot of good actors and singers and people to
Yeah.
that. Chris Farley, we really liked him.
The on the topic, and with a bit of dark humour intended, I'm hearing, I think it's David chopping bits of wood.
Hammering.
Oh, hammering. Okay. I keep thinking, no, that's fine. All I'm thinking is, and on that topic, David, are you chopping up cocaine? If you'd be doing it far faster if you were, let's not be shy. Oh, here's a great one. Have you seen the Cheetos cheater on Family Guy?
Oh. Seems like I have, but
Okay. Now, first up, this does come with a reference. I'll check if you do. You know who Neil Peart is? I think he's dead now, actually. He was.
no.
He was the drummer for an outfit called Rush.
Okay, I know Rush. I've heard them.
Yeah, he was the drummer. And anyway, at one point, Stewie comes out with the line of, "I'll be cooler than the Cheetos cheater." And then it flashes to the Cheetos cheater in this trashed apartment. And he's listening to Tom Sawyer by Rush, and the very start of the track. And he chops this line of Cheetos, snorts it down hard and fast. Goes, "Oh yeah, Neil Peart is the best drummer ever," and smashes his hand into the glass top, and then gets a whole handful of glass. And then looks out to the camera and goes, "It isn't easy being cheesy."
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the cheetah. Why don't we have more of those characters today?
Probably because for the same reason that we get franchises in movies, because the marketers know it works. Or maybe that's just me being cynical.
Man, those were the good old commercials back in the day.
I mean, they've still got Sam Toucan.
There were Lucky Charms, Toucan Sam, Chester Cheetah, Tony the Tiger. They were great.
Who was the Coco was the monkey from Cocoa Pops, wasn't he?
Coco, the what?
Didn't you ever get Cocoa Pops?
Cocoa Puffs, yeah.
Yeah. And there was the monkey, Coco.
Coco.
Just like a chocolate milkshake, only crunchy.
Lord have mercy.
Which is a bit like I really needed a Scorpio Pops figure to appear. Now, if you wonder what I'm talking about, when I was in Beijing, I had deep fried scorpion, and it tastes just like chicken, only crunchy.
Yeah.
So what I needed is Scorpio, the fried scorpion figure, to leap out and go, "Just like a chicken milkshake, only crunchy."
Oh. You're hearing all this, David?
Oh yeah.
Wow. Getting places. I'll give you a zoom in on the side of the drawers here. I'm now at the point of where once I've gotten these big bits done, there's little touches here and there, sort of a thing. If you follow me, I'm pretty sure
I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Pardon?
I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Yeah, I think it'll come up quite nicely. Because, well, it's all being, yeah, you'll see. Oh, you'll see. You'll see. Now, delay. Now, while we're here,
They're in their own place, really.
What did you say, David?
you having a bit of a time, David?
Well, I got the things on partly, but it wasn't deck's not sitting in the right place. It's forward by about 64.
So you're getting a bit of rigid fist up bottom action.
Yeah, might be able to salvage that bit. And,
Yeah. All right. All right. Now, by the time I finish this color, I will be able to do the touch. Oh, actually, I'll be able to do a few other bits and some touch-ups, and that will be good. Yes, it will.
So one day, little Johnny walked out of his bedroom with his suitcase packed, and his dad asked him where he was going. Little Johnny said, "Well, last night I heard you say that you were pulling out, and Mama said she was coming too. I didn't want to be left behind."
Very good. Very good. I'll
we,
play
ain't,
that one.
we ain't had a little Johnny joke in a while, so I figured it was about time for one.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Oh, wait. No, I've told you that one before.
What about the one with
So,
the two priests were driving down the road and they got pulled over by a police officer? They rolled down their window and the police officer approached the car and said, "We're looking for two child molesters." One
here we
priest trying to
go.
look at the other. Okay, we'll do
Very clever. Yeah, that's the one.
it.
Yeah.
Holy shit, Batman.
It's a bit like the nuns who walk through this park. And if they're walking through, and it's at night, they get set upon and raped. And when they finally get away, the nuns, of course, quite distraught and trying to work out, well, what's their next step. And of course, they've got that whole Catholic thing of clearly it was their fault because their women sort of were caper and all that sort of shit. And one of the nuns says, "How do we tell the Mother Superior we were raped twice?" And the other nun looks at her and said, "Twice?" The other one said, "Well, yes, we're going back that way, aren't we?" Yes.
Oh, shit. There you go. That was
Yeah,
pretty
it's a
good.
bit bad.
That was pretty good.
All right, almost there. At least with the chrome on this, these, and then I'll give you a zoom in. And I've got a bit more chrome I want to do, but not much. Actually, no, I tell a lie. There is a bit. No. Now, and the last bit I want to do is just here.
What the shit? I tell you what, sometimes on these instructions, they're not very precise.
Yeah, they can be. I find sometimes instructions can be very confusing. Like they say, just do this, and you look at it and you go, what precisely are you trying to convey here?
Yeah, right.
I got
Um, and sometimes it truly is a mystery. Um, and you end up just having to
It
work it
is.
out.
Yeah, it is. And that's what I'm having to do right now with these braces that go on here.
Now, almost there on this at least. Actually, given that on the other part that I'm going to be doing, I will be doing just a square. I might wait till I've gotten that done before I give you the zoom ins on what I've been doing. All right. And then
That one.
there we go. Sanding.
Is that boat going to float when you get done with it, David?
Yeah, like a submarine.
Yellow submarine?
We all live in a yellow submarine.
Oi! Believe that
Where
was one of the windows.
did you have Cracker Jacks where you're at, Rob?
I seem to. We didn't have it at my place, but I seem to recall that yes, they were available.
Okay. I remember little toys you just come in on. They'd be considered a choking hazard today.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
We
we
used to get toys in all sorts of cereals,
hmm
and
And
indeed it
actually,
was.
the submarine was what did that come in? A box of Fruit Loops.
God, it's hard to remember. There were so many. You used to harass your mother for a certain cereal, knowing that there were certain toys in them.
Yes, sir. Yep. So that fit.
Yes, no kind of surprise for that. It's the main thing. Looks like an egg, but it's just 2 ounces of chocolate with a plastic.
Oh, the Kinder
Yeah.
egg.
Kinder
Yeah.
Surprise. Now there's another one called Kinder Bueno or Bueno.
Bueno.
Yeah, and it's pronounced Bueno, obviously, but I used to work for a little while in a place where they used to pack all the stuff for service stations. And one of the things we used to have to pack was Kinder Buenos. And me and the supervisor, when we were getting them organised, used to call them Kindy with the Bonos.
Kinder with the Bonos.
Yeah. It was just miscellaneous pieces of it was one of those various pieces of silliness that you do in a work environment. Another guy I used to work with, every time every time Bon Jovi came on the radio, if we were nearby each other, for some reason we'd look at each other, laugh, and go, "John Bon."
John Bon.
Don't ask me why, but it used to amuse us and get us through the day.
Yep.
Now, what I've done here, give me a moment. I'm just going to put the lid on that for the time. Okay, so I've shown you the dash. What I did, door sides, yes. Now, still some touch-ups are required, and there's a couple of other colours to go on very shortly. But that's you can see the chromed handles.
Oh, nice job.
Nice.
What I'm going to do is the little top parts of the handles will be that color. That I'm actually going to do that color, just for a change of pace.
That's looking what's your word? Swish.
I'm pretty chipper with it.
That was
Like
good,
I said,
man.
there's some little tidy ups on it, but that's it. Most of them are just like a tick, tick, tick sort of a thing. And that's fine. I'm good with that. The other thing I did then was, and this doesn't show up so much because it's against white, but yeah, I put platinum around the edge of the speakers.
Yep. Nice.
And again, it doesn't show up so much because of the white, but it is there. You can see it.
Well,
That's a better angle. There
Yep.
we go.
Yep.
So that's what I did there.
Black
Now,
on white.
whilst
That stands out.
next, whilst I think, I'm just going to do a couple of little tidy ups on. This is looking a bit haggard. So I'm going to give that a bit of a tidy up and maybe revarnish today. Well, in fact, I will revarnish at some stage today. As to when, that's a whole other story. But doesn't matter so much.
Instead of looking for the part number, I'm just looking for the part. Maybe I should look for the part number. That might help.
That hoary old chestnut, eh?
I probably like putting my nuts on a horse chest.
Now, here's the thing. I'm
Yep.
quietly confident that you gentlemen are familiar with where the term a hoary old chestnut comes from.
Horse chest. And like
But here's the thing. I've heard people use it over here, and if you ask them, do you know where that actually comes from or why that phrase is used? They don't. So usually I explain it for them, but it's just something they've picked up, but don't really understand that if you're roasting chestnuts and fuck it up, you get a hoary old chestnut, and nobody wants that.
Nope. Damn it, man.
There we go. That's looking a little nicer. Now we'll pop that over to here. Clean the brush. Now, next. We shall.
Michelle. Oh, looking at the band. I can't.
Yeah.
New band. I don't need it. I thought I was going to use it, but I changed my mind on it.
Yeah.
Because the windshield is rimmed in gray, not black. So that's okay.
We shall. Here we go. I'm after looking for finding. Bam. All right. Shake, 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 ba ba da ba. Shake, 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 ba ba. Shake my painter. Shake my painter. Ow. All righty, let's do this.
Now.
Yeah, I know, right? Ha!
Oh, shit.
I was going to say a new part of the whole modeling disco music, or however you want it, would be along the line of paint that funky part there, white boy.
Lay down and boogie. And glue all them parts.
Lay down and boogie and paint that funky part there till you die.
Do you die?
That's the one. What else would there be?
Damn.
Ha! People like myself could do. I'm modeling life, ah, 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 modeling life.
Holy shit.
There was a parody of the Bee Gees, and I can't remember I think it was the Heebie Jeebies,
The Bee Gees, yeah. I forgot
And
about that.
they did this parody song. Um, and the line was meaningless songs in very high voices. And it was pretty well done. And they, when they in the film clip, because they've naturally got the obligatory case of the hair, so like flowing back as the camera expands, it's like hair dryers.
Oh yeah, that was back during the big hair time too. Would have had long,
Oh
men had
yeah.
long, curly, boofy hair. Yep.
Oops, got very heavy-handed with the paint there. Never mind.
Yeah. This is where you need three hands.
Kenny Everett also did a really amusing.
Yeah, love to
Um,
hear that.
you've seen that, yes. You wouldn't have seen it, Bassman. A guy named Kenny Everett did this parody on the Bee Gees when they were quite popular, obviously. Otherwise, there'd be no point. And it was your personal Bee Gees kit.
The
And
Bee Gees.
basically, the purchaser would um, buy the Bee Gees kit and take certain pills to give them the big teeth.
Yeah.
Take another pill, and that would give them the hair. Another pill gave them the hairy chest medallion and the shirt flying open. And so it went right the way down to, but wait, you need two more. Take pill D. And suddenly these two others appear. Now all you need is can't remember what the term was, but basically a suitable piece of music pitched in the high register. And basically comes out with some sort of very stereotypical sort of sound. But I saw an interview with the Bee Gees based around, have you seen this? I said, yeah, it's great. I said, you don't really know your own stereotypes until people do pay you out for it.
Mm-hmm.
And then he said, can't remember which one it was, said, when you see it, and you go, oh my God, I do that. And that's why it was a beautiful thing. I mean, they knew Kenny Everett quite well,
Hmm.
so it
He was
wasn't
on his
like
show a couple of times.
yeah. So it wasn't like it was considered a personal affront in any way. They could just see the humor of it.
Hmm.
He did a similar thing with, big tidy up there now. Never mind. I'll have these done by the end of the stream, though.
Yeah, I'm trying to get it off windshield wiper blades without breaking them. Man, it's a delicate.
Yeah, it would be. Like he did one of Barbara Streisand, and I can't remember what he had her singing, but ultimately,
Oh,
as he
Barbara
moved
Streisand.
from one camera angle to the next, the nose got bigger and bigger.
Yeah, man. I mean, that's yeah. She was known for that honker.
Oh, it was quite the schnoz. Um, and yeah, and he did that with her in the case of Mick Jagger. He did one with Mick Jagger where the lips got bigger and bigger.
Oh shit. Yes. Mick Jagger,
Um,
man.
Elton John, the glasses got bigger and bigger.
Rod Stewart,
The-
big ass.
Yeah, now there's a bit of a extra line to that one as well. Scope this out.
Rod Stewart, big ass. What?
Yeah, well here's how this rolls. There's a reason for that. Apparently, when he appeared on the Kenny Everett show, because he was supposed to be singing "If You Think I'm Sexy," and
I didn't think I
That's
said.
the one. No worries. So he's supposed to be doing that. No worries, you would think.
What should have let me?
And he apparently spent a ridiculous amount of time ensuring that they got the camera angles on his butt right.
Flashback.
And that's
Now
why,
I remember flashbacks of Rod Stewart, and yeah, you're not wrong on that. Go ahead.
yeah, and that's why when it came to doing the Rod Stewart payout, it was the butt that got bigger and bigger.
Yep, because he used to take the mic and lean over and turn his head and show his ass up in the air while he was singing.
Oh, he was all about that. But
Yep.
yeah, and that's why it was.
Rod
That's why
Stewart.
that was the payout on him.
I'm thinking Phil Collins or something.
Oh no, not Phil Collins. Not Rod Stewart.
Apparently, he is one of the rock industry's great Lotharios. Like he's shagged a lot of chicks in his time, apparently.
Well, yeah, blondes.
A lot of them guys back in the day did.
Well, to be fair, yes.
Well, I'm gonna be honest. With you.
Um,
If I grew up then and had, well, I did, but and was able to do what they did, oh yes, sir. I'd had 75 children.
Only?
Oh
well,
man,
look, okay, let's not be shy. Being a rock star would come with certain advantages.
man.
The one of the amusing things I've heard from Steve Tyler, no less,
Oh,
was he and one of the other members of Aerosmith were raging coke freaks.
yes, sir.
And
I was thinking about Smith. Yep.
he was saying in one interview that if they hadn't been going so hard on all the coke, they could have scored way more booty. And you think, just how much cocaine were you taking?
Man. God. Can you
Yeah.
imagine? Could you
No
imagine?
reply, not enough.
I think I've told you about the recording cost of cocaine for Black Sabbath on one occasion.
Hmm.
Where the recording cost was 65 grand.
Oh yeah.
Cocaine bills at the same time 70.
Dang.
Hello.
That's crazy.
It's insane.
That's crazy.
I saw an interview with, well, it wasn't just Ozzy, but it was Ozzy and a number of the bands. This is shortly after he had been kicked out of Sabbath and was still righteously drunk. But to be fair, he had just gotten off a jet, so may have been suffering some jet lag, but he was clearly off his chops. And as they're interviewing him, all they really managed to get out of him is, yeah. And eventually the others are having to answer for him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just had a big air flight, haven't you, Oz? Yeah. I think he's a bit tired, aren't you, Oz? Yeah. Fucking hell, man.
Well, unfortunately, back in the day, all that was pretty big about that.
It was all very normal.
Yep.
In fact, there used to be some books that I've seen. I dare say they were released internationally, but and there was 2 books. There was first one was Sex and Drugs and Rock and Roll, and the second one, unsurprisingly, titled More Sex and Drugs and Rock and Roll.
There's a song about that one.
Yes, and long and the short of it was that it was famous people, most notably rock stars and movie stars, caught in candid situations. And
Can you imagine?
some of it when you can see, like, there's one of Van Halen going on stage, and I've got to say, dearie me, chaps, bit ripped, are we? It's just like, wow. Surprised you can even walk straight.
Wow.
I know that Pantera backstage scoped this one out. They required two things: a fully stocked bar, this is no surprise, and a fully stocked gym. And the basic premise is that Phil Anselmo would be using the gym to get himself, pop pumped to look good on stage. But once that was achieved, it was time to hit the bar.
Damn. What was it, Leonard
Yeah.
Skinner? I think there's only one of their band members left alive today. All the others died very young.
Yeah, that's a pretty common outcome.
Yep. I saw that the other day. There's only one band member of Leonard Skinner left alive. And they died in their 50s.
That's young.
Yeah, like in their one was like 51. I can't remember their name. One was like 54. Yeah, it's kind of sad.
That's no age to be dying at.
Damn it.
Now, you got to say, for Ozzy, and indeed the other members of Sabbath who are all still alive, that's a pretty fine effort,
Oh,
Not
yeah.
only do they use their bodies as a complete party zone,
Yep.
they've managed to stay alive. Well, Ozzy hasn't, obviously, but all the other members of Sabbath are still alive. Hell,
Yeah.
Tony Iommi is positively lively.
Ozzy was what, 70, 71?
77, I think.
77, okay.
Wasn't a young man.
Yeah.
And like I said, given that he used his body as a complete party zone,
Yep.
Tony Iommi, who I think is 80 maybe even these days, is still very active musically and does something every year that I view as highly amusing in its own little way. He does a Christmas message the same way that the Queen does, or did. I guess the King does now. He does a little Christmas message and says what he's got planned for the year. And he still does recording and stuff.
Huh.
Yeah. At which point you got to say more power to the man.
Screwed up. Yep.
And stuff like that I view as an inspiration for when you get older. If they can, if people can do that, well, there's plenty of reason why you can.
Yep.
Now, that's going to look very swish indeed. I'll give you a closing up on the dash in a minute. I'm pretty happy with how that's starting to look.
Yeah, I'm trying to glue the side mirrors onto my van. I unfortunately left them off when I painted it, so I had to paint the mirrors. And that's why I've been a little quiet here the last few minutes. David, what are you doing?
Denailing.
I mean, nightcap did you have last night?
Tell you what, if I was going to have a late evening bevy, I do have something I would consider drinking. mead.
I've got something that's a bit spicy. I've got about 2 bottles here somewhere. I think I might have to be pretty drunk before I get
I'm rather
to do that.
partial to mead.
Mead.
Yeah, mate.
Good stuff.
It is very tasty. What I've also done with mead in my time, I did a medieval dinner for me, and I was sharing house at the time, and basically it was a big chunk of I could get these things, they called them caveman roasts, and basically they were a big chunk of meat with a bone in it.
Mm.
So I did one of those for each of us, and with some cheese, bread, dried fruit, and a big jug of mead. Basically, pretty much an imperial pint worth. And
Yeah.
oh yeah, there we
What a good old day, weren't they?
Ah, well, something you need to do.
Yeah.
Certainly, I felt the need to do, and I did it.
We all are guilty of something like that.
And so you should be.
This
If you
is
haven't, or if you're not, you probably never lived.
that's it.
Ha! Here's a. I remember saying to somebody once, with reference to playing rugby, that bearing in mind that they'd never played it, right?
Okay.
And I said to them, "You haven't lived till you've hammered a ruck and put your sprigs all over someone."
Don't make me laugh.
And their response was, "In that case, I don't know if I ever want to have actually lived."
Damn it. Yeah.
That is looking swish indeed. And it's still not even finished. That is cool. I'm definitely giving. And after that, I need to get a book out, don't I?
You do.
Oh. Now,
This damn frog got my throat.
like Miss Piggy.
Ah. What's green and smells like pork?
Kermit's cock. You should. I'll have to see if I can track down Meet the Feebles for you. If you like that line of humour, Meet the Feebles is for you. It was the first movie directed by Peter Jackson, as in who made made Lord of the Rings,
Yeah.
and it's got puppets portraying certain characters in a theatre company,
Huh.
and most of it is hugely wrong. For example, the managing director is a walrus, and he's got the big mo.
What the
Da, da,
hell?
da. The washed-up has-been, who was a star, is a hippo. The new starlet who's trying to seduce the boss, who's married to the hippo, is a cat. The muckraking journalist is a fly. Um,
Yeah.
and so it goes. And yeah, there's
Huh.
there is one bit I'm going to potentially spoil for you if
That's
you
right.
were
You're
to
right.
track it down.
I want to know.
Oh no, this one's worthy of because well, okay, here we go. There's a song that the producer threatens to sing to save the show numerous times, and the stage producer, who's played by a fox, um, is often shut down by the managing director because he knows what this song is, and he knows it is just not something he wants on his stage.
Hmm, hmm.
And when the time comes that he's not able to be stopped by the managing director, the stage producer sings it.
Okay.
And yeah, um, long and the short of it, it's I can't remember the entirety of the lyrics, but it's in the same breath as um, Peter Griffin's song about the two cowboys, if you recall.
Peter, Peter Griffin, what?
Song about the two cowboys. There once were two cowboys out on a dusty trail. They discovered you can sleep with another male. Now they're having gay sex. Cowboy gay sex. Sodomy. Sodomy. Yeah, it's in that same sort of
Oh,
vein, is the producer's song. And he leaves the audience quite stunned what they've heard.
that's funny.
But Meet the Feebles is the name of the movie. Given how famous Peter Jackson is now, I would be unsurprised. I'd be surprised if you couldn't track it down. Oh, hey, John.
Oh, John.
Um, for that reason alone, just because he's very famous now, of course.
No, John.
And it's at those points that those little quirky bits of film become well marketable.
Hmm.
It's a bit like I'll tell you a movie I'd be interested to track down: American Graffiti.
Oh man.
I think that's available.
Yeah, you probably find
Well, you
it.
would think so, wouldn't you?
Yep. Wow.
If only because of let's face it, I think it's the only movie made by Lucas before Star Wars,
Huh.
and I believe it's also got Harrison Ford in it.
Oh wow. American Graffiti. Huh.
So it would be interesting to see from that regard.
I would. I'll tell you what, this pollen got me fucked up.
Yeah, it sounded a bit gurgly.
Yeah, damn it.
Now,
Ah, you whore.
alrighty, we are getting places with this, I tell you. Now, clean brush and I'll give you a zoom in.
Motherfucker. I dropped both of them.
Now,
That ain't
the
good.
what?
The fog lamp. I should have been holding it over the table, but
Ah,
yeah, I was living vicariously enough.
now.
Back
So this is where I'm at with the dash now.
Oh wow.
So it's almost there now.
Nice.
Almost there.
Now, oh wait, there's a bit I forgot. Hang on,
There's one.
pardon me. Or at least a part I forgot in that metal color. Give me a moment.
You would think that when something fell from about 2 feet and hit carpet, it would just fall and stay right there.
No chance.
Oh, now there's a foolish piece of hope.
Damn, then you pick it up and you get clumsy and you flick the son bitch. Damn.
Oh, you know what genuinely astounds me though? Because of course I've dealt with a carpeted environment before. And how is it that yes, we accept the I'm with you. Plastic land on carpet should just go stay.
Mm-hmm.
How is it that it winds sometimes 6, 8 feet away? You can't tell me that's not the work of the gremlin.
I was getting ready to say, yep, that's a model gremlin sitting under the table rubbing his little hands together waiting. He's sitting under your knees masturbating, waiting for a piece.
Is that what that moisture is?
Getting his fingers nice and sticky so he can grab it and run like a motherfucker.
I remember an instructor at one of the first gyms I went to when I was about 18. Once speculating that depending on what you're after, you can get a degree in or qualification in almost anything, including wanking yourself. And me and this other guy saying, "So what's that? A sticky fingers degree?"
Well, I got one in sixth ed and I never went to school.
Hmm. Now, getting some very big stuff flying now. I've only got a couple of little tidy ups. And that will be most of the interior done.
Well, I say this van won't be having no fog lights in the front.
Ah,
I'll call it, yeah. It's down there somewhere. It's this little gray summit right there. See that little tiny gray thing right there?
I see.
I know, right? I think boogered up.
Now here's something I was going to share with you, guys.
What you got?
Starting Sunday, I will be on the same time as normal for you guys. What I'll do is I'll just start an hour earlier here. But the good news is that by doing that, I will probably not have to do the half an hour earlier start at any given time, because even by doing an hour and a half, I'll be finishing by 8:30. So that would give me plenty of time to sort of stick around a bit more, if you follow me.
Okay. Yeah.
Which is kind of advantageous in its way.
When is this supposed to take place?
Sunday.
Sunday.
Yep, the clocks, we get our daylight savings coming to an end. So the clocks change.
Winter time is coming amongst you, my friend.
Pardon?
Winter time is coming amongst you.
Yeah, it is. In many ways, I prefer winter to summer. I
I
prefer
like
the long
fall.
hours of summer. I do, but winter's somehow a bit more. I can't deny I like hunkering down. Winter's weather brings that on, you know.
Well,
Now, next on here, we come into here.
I used to could tolerate any kind of cold, any kind of heat. Didn't bother me. When I turned 50, my body said, "Fuck you."
Oh no, I've always been good with cold. Um, it is my thing.
My body said, "I'm not doing it no more."
The
I've been out bass fishing on a boat when it was sleeting in it before.
yeah, right. When I was younger, I was actually known for having a very warm body in general. Um,
That's how our son
so much
is.
so that in cold weather, it was far from unknown from uh, girls who used to frequent places I worked at to snuggle up just because I was warm.
In general.
Yeah, it was a hard life.
Somebody had to do it.
Um, one of them even referred to me as the hot water bottle.
Ah,
Yeah, we'll leave that discussion there.
yeah, that's how our son is. He radiates heat. He'll come here and get on the couch and sit beside Mama sometimes at night while we're watching a movie, and she loves it because he's hot natured. His body's hot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now,
Because of
Ain't it
it,
funny they
I
think so? What?
was to say just because I was always cold, no eating on in the bedrooms. It was just a fire downstairs and everything. So I could put a coat on and I'd be okay. I'm quite warm now, and it's 8 degrees C here. I could put a blanket over my lap,
that's pretty chilly.
coat on, and be quite happy and comfortable. Um,
Damn.
What I generally do when it comes to the truly chilly weather is I operate with an electric throw blanket. So not the proper ones you put on the bed, but ones you can sort of like have it on a chair, and it's great because all I need to do is if I'm the only person home, why am I heating up an entire area as opposed to just putting myself under a blanket and being toasty?
True. Good point there.
And the amount of money I save as a result is huge. I reckon that's no small part of the reason why I get. Do get government subsidies as well because of my status as a um, healthcare card holder.
Yeah.
But even with that, because whenever I get a bill, I still do calculations as to what would it have been without it. It is still very. I'm generally still very low in comparison to what a lot of people pay. And I think that's part of the reason. I try to minimize. There we go. Now, starting to look at almost getting very close to being done now.
Nice.
All I need to do now is just a couple of little tidy ups on the chrome, a little bit of black, a little bit on the doors, and that will be this detailing aside from final tidy ups on it. But the main coats on those done, which is a bit good. Now, after that,
We get these letters from Duke Energy that says you've used more electricity than your neighbors. You use more electricity than most people in your neighborhood. I'm like, how do
and
you know that?
the other question, or question I'd be posing for the people who send that to you is, or in fact, first it would be a statement, then a question. The statement would be a quite simple one, and it's this: thank you. Second, then would come the question: and do you think I care?
Nope. Yeah, we look
You
at
know,
those.
what
Like,
kind
what the
of
heck?
needs-based advancing behaviour is that? Now, and let's get that one properly clean. I want to go super crisp now on the bits for these last little bits. Now, let's have a gander. All right. So,
Well, I'm sure, like most people, all our bills are automatic drafted from our account, except for one.
um, mine isn't, um, but I
I did.
would say
I didn't used to like that, but
I don't mind it, particularly as what they do here. I don't know if you get this one. They give you like an advance notice,
uh,
so you do still get told that the deduction will be made at this day,
yeah. Absolutely.
and that way, if you need to put it on hold, you have that option,
Yep. Or ask for
and
it,
I think that's
extended or
really good.
yep.
Um, and they send you reminders, and you can't really complain too much about that sort of behaviour, really.
Yeah. I mean,
Well, you can, but really,
yeah,
really.
yeah.
Um, all right, that's that one done.
Our house
Yeah,
payment's the only thing that's not automatically drafted. Insurance, car payment, everything else
Yeah,
is automatic.
yeah.
yeah, I'm
Look, I
on
used to be
extra.
very reluctant on it, but it can be very handy as well. And these days, as well, um, the government passed legislation that you can't actually get certain phone contracts for new phones unless it's direct debit. And I think what it was that a lot of people were, um,
Yep. I know where you're going.
yeah, you can see how this operates. They're very keen on the new phone without really thinking through how are they going to pay for this.
Yep.
And then they do the old, oh, well, I'll pay the 2 months in a row, and then suddenly it's all pear shaped.
Yep.
And I think a lot of that was going on. And I think the phone companies actually got into a bit of hassle about it because ultimately, of course, it's their approval. And I think that's what that legislation's all about. And I can sort of see it, you know. I'm not necessarily a big fan of it, but I see it. Um, particularly as well, you know, hey, these are things to consider.
I mean, I'll tell you what, it must be a conspiracy because some of these phone companies, we're off with a company, and about every 2 years, our phones actually slightly get slower. And it's like,
Now,
well,
I think
time to upgrade,
they
time to
can.
upgrade. And you have to go get a new phone so you have that speed again.
I reckon I can account for that one for you, actually, mate.
I don't understand that. It don't make good sense to me.
Oh no, I can tell. I reckon I can tell you, and it's not. It's not. Well, it both is and is not a conspiracy. Okay, you ready? The reason it is because it's what's called enforced obsolescence, which is to say, you're like anything, you're phone is designed to wear out. Now, a classic example of enforced obsolescence is the light bulb.
I'll get ready to say that too. Just like they made a forever cell phone charger cord, but because they weren't breaking and people weren't buying new ones every so often, the company went bankrupt. So then they started making the disposable ones.
Correct.
And you're right about the light bulb.
That is exactly what I was going to go on about. And I
Yep.
did even hear of a company and
Well,
they produced washing machines, and the washing machines were top of the line, and basically given a lifetime warranty and all the rest. But as the teacher explained, the inherent problem with a lifetime warranty is there is no need to replace. Planned obsolescence, that's the term, not but yeah, planned is the term.
Yeah. Yep.
And as he said, look, if there's no need to replace something, people don't buy. Thus, your company dies.
All about making money.
And that's just how it's done. And your phone would be a good example of that in that instance. It is designed to necessarily.
I believe that too.
Now, so that's what I'd say it is more than anything else. So, in a sense, you're right about this. It's a question of where you draw the line on definition of conspiracy. If you follow me,
that's not me blowing smoke at nobody's ass or me making up shit. That really has happened.
No, it's a thing.
Yeah,
but like I said, I'm pretty sure you'll find that's just straight out planned. That is designed to be so. Why? Because they're a bunch of cunts. That's why.
Then you had to go up there and get a new damn phone. They upgrade your plan, and then you stuck with a fucking monthly payment that you didn't have before. Straight up horseshit.
Here's an example. It's in many ways no different to the clutch I had to replace. You can't tell me they couldn't design a clutch that would last far longer.
Yeah.
But no, they're not going to do that because they stand to make good money out of replacements. These are the things. Now, next. All right. Now, I think, dearie me, kids, a couple of little tidy ups and a couple of more colours, and then that is the sideboards, the seats, and the dash done. Then I've just got to get on to the. In fact, I should get started on the steering wheel now. I'll be doing that shortly. Yes, I shall.
Huh?
Now, where was the other bit I wanted to do in that colour? It was somewhere. It'll come to me in a minute. Wasn't there. Ah, that was it. Was it? Nope, done that too. There was somewhere I wanted to go with the chrome, and I can't see it now.
What are you talking about, Wilson?
There was something I wanted to paint chrome, and I can't spot what it is now. Now, I could always look at the other side of this equation and go, is there some reason why I can't do that later? Answer, no.
Your thumb.
No, I wasn't going to paint that. All right, well, whatever it is, it can wait. Now, that color, however, is going to go onto the steering wheel. Now, need to be a little bit precise here, because it's only the actual wheel and the back parts of it that are going to be this blue. The front part will be chrome. There's my theory. There we go. Yeah, that'll look nice. Nice. Now,
Really impressed. This van has a lot of mechanical parts to it.
mechanical.
Yeah, it's got a split drive shaft with
Yeah, right.
a hanger, and that's just all the little small parts. Great. Crazy. Thank you.
Now, let's go over that again. Now, other side. They've done really good detail on the steering wheel as well. It might sound like an odd observation, but what I'll actually give you a zoom in once I've got this color on it painted. They've done the little finger grips properly on the back, and that's going to look quite good.
What part's that? What are you talking about?
The steering wheel.
Oh,
They put the little finger grips on it on the back.
oh yeah. That's kind of cool how they do that.
And yeah, it will look very cool. And I'm going to give you a zoom in once I've got that one done. It's just a nice little bit of attention to detail, you know?
Yep.
Hmm.
So I've been watching these YouTube shorts, of course, on YouTube, and I've been finding these shirt ads where people are advertising these shirts that have pictures on them with sayings.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I was going to buy one, but I was like, well, let me do my due diligence. Let me do some research and checking. Man, come to find out they're all damn scams.
Do what?
They're all scams.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
All of them are scams.
Wow.
Yeah, kind of a shame because there's some of them that's got a Indian chief, and one of them is Chief Pokalala Twat from the Bangaho tribe,
Oh, Jesus.
and the other one was Chief Long Tongue from the
Dear, oh, dear.
Twat tribe. Oh my
Dear,
god!
oh, dear. Oh, dear.
I'm like, oh man, I would have one of them shirts.
Jesus.
You seen them, David?
Yeah. Best thing is look up around, see if there is actually a genuine version of that. If there isn't, you can always copy it and make it yourself.
Yeah, that's what I thought about doing
That
it.
is
Yeah,
true.
yeah. Because after I seen it was a scam, then I started thinking about how I could do that. God, they're really fucking cool, man.
A mate and I were toying with the idea of getting t-shirts made to, and you need to fully uh, know the TV show we are referencing to understand the humor of it. But we were going to get t-shirts that said Te Tapawai Boys High, Class 5F. And what that would have been for Class 5F is the class that a character named Mr. Gormsby teaches. And Gormsby was one of our favourite characters from TV shows. A character who's not so much archaic in his views as borderline colonial. And one of the great moments of the show comes in the first episode where he because the reason he gets called in is because the relief teacher for that class, all they can ever get is relief teachers for it, storms out. She's an Indian woman, and basically somebody's drawn a picture of a woman filleting a cow. Yeah, she's not real impressed and storms out. And eventually they get, so the only person they can get is Gormsby, who I said like is this borderline colonial dude. And because he's busting their chops in a major way, he comes in one day to the classroom. He finds a similar drawing, very well drawn, both of them, it must be said, of him with his strides down, basically saying, or with the, and written next to it was, Gormsby takes it up the arse. And he initially demands to know who put it up there, and of course no one's owning up. Once he extracts the information by threatening to bugger another one of the students, yeah, that makes perfect sense, doesn't it? Wow. He's there. Once he gets the confession, he's there. No, the worst part about this, boys, is that it's simply not true. Although there's anything, he's there. No, none of that mucky business for old Gormsby. He's there. Not that there's anything wrong with it. And then he goes off to the lengthy list of very famous gay people through history.
I like to know where it all started from. Who fucked who in the ass person said, this is a good idea.
Yeah, well,
and whose pussy person said, this tastes good.
Yeah, well. But he and as he's explaining, as he says, some of the greatest generals, composers, and all bona fide, and then he outs his the economics teacher. That there's and even your economics teacher, Mr. Horton, are all bona fide pillow biters. Yes, you didn't know that, did you, boys? He's there, and of course they're all going, "Wow, Mr. Horton's gay." He says, "So, boys, I want you to write 100 times. Mr. Horton takes it up the arse, and there's nothing wrong with that." And that scene had us in such hysterics. that we were, that sold us on the show. They
Right.
run the ragged edge a few times with that show. Like they get in one episode, they're supposed to be putting on a school show, as you do. And his class do put on something, but because he's so draconian and so archaic in his understanding of what's okay and what's not, he starts them off singing with, do you know who Stephen Foster was?
No, no. I don't know. I don't know. Tell us.
Okay, he's the guy who wrote a lot of those sort of songs like, here we go, here's one of his, the old, I wrote from Alabama with a banjo on my knee.
Okay, gotcha.
Now, he wrote a lot of other songs, and most of them are controversial in the current era because they feature lots of N-words and other similar terminology. And they were also sung generally by an outfit called the Black and White Minstrels.
Yeah.
Who were back in the day were these white guys in blackface, but usually with white areas highlighted around the eyes and mouth. Yeah, you see how this is going to go down real well, aren't you?
Damn.
So what they do is they've changed the lyrics because initially he starts off with them just singing Stephen Foster until eventually, and probably fortunately, the headmaster and social worker get wind of this and then say, look, you can't go with those lyrics. And he changes them to remove, basically, you changes where it says N word to straight Maoli. Which does improve it, because if you check out the lyrics of the song that they get them to sing, it's all just about I suppose historically more accurately, it would have been about a slave who died and everyone's upset.
Yeah.
But in this instance, it's portrayed as just being about a Maori guy who dies and everyone's upset.
Damn.
But here's the kicker. And it's being sung by Polynesian guys, right?
Oh, shit.
Oh, no, it gets better. The Polynesian guys do blackface. And you think, so you've got people of color doing blackface. And I've discussed this with a few people, and they say, ooh, is that, it's, ooh. And, yeah. And that's why we were interested in getting Te Papawai Boys High, Class 5F. Yeah.
That's funny.
Oh, they did some corkers. And there's like another one. At one stage, he becomes the school counselor. And one of the boys comes in quite tearfully saying, well, the boys tease me because I'm not sure if I'm gay or not. Is that all right? We'll fix this up, shall we? And he takes him out to the schoolyard, and he calls out three of the guys to stand next to this dude, like in a neat regimented line. He said, right, everybody, I want you to pretend that there's some dog poo on your shoe on your right foot. Show me how you would look for it. All the other three bring their foot up to the front, whereas the guy who thinks he might be gay brings it up to the back and looks quaintly over his shoulder. And Gormsby's there. There you have it. Gay as the day is long.
Gay as the day is long.
And he's there. And then they say, oh, what's going on, sir? Well, we've just determined that Tizia here is gay. So, boys, I want you to repeat after me. The Tizia is gay, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Damn.
Yeah, nice. Now here we go. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at what we got here.
Damn.
Hopperast. Having large projecting buttocks from their resemblance to a small basket called a hopper or hoppet, worn for husbandmen for containing seed corn where they sowed the land.
What the hell?
Interesting.
Very much so.
Herring pond, the sea. To cross the herring pond at the king's expense, to be transported. All right, now that I've done that, now this is what I've done on the wheel so far. That middle area will be chromed.
Oh yeah.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to do some little dots in there once I've done the chrome.
Yep,
I'll do them blue to sort of like as a highlight thing. Actually, I might do them first. Yes, I might. I'm going to go a step further. I will. Now to do that, I'm going to want this one. I reckon I'm going to want a very crisp brush.
I don't need now. That.
Now. Yeah, definitely good idea to have done these first, because that way any errors I make, I can just tidy up far more easily, I think. Yeah, David's laying down the Lord of those pieces, isn't he?
Yeah.
Oh, it's going to be.
Yeah.
Well, this van came with two different ways you can put it together, but it only comes with one set of instructions for
No.
original. So I've got a whole screw of chrome here that none of the instructions tell you where to put where it goes.
Oh, that's marvelous.
Yeah, I'm looking it over and there's nothing. But sometimes they'll give you, one assembled and another assembled, but it doesn't do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it don't do that either.
Here's a. I'm pretty sure I have shared this story with you. I'm using the instructions tail for you. Okay, here's where I'm at with the steering wheel. So the other bits, yeah. So when those other bits, when that blue bit's dry, they're going to chrome up.
That's really nice.
We're getting very close to having that all done. That's good. Yeah, my during the Second World War, my grandfather had to disappear basically for. He came home and started filling up a suitcase. And when my grandmother said, "Where are you going?" Can't tell you. How are you going to be? Don't know. What you doing? Can't tell you that either. And what it turned out to be, and this is glorious in many ways, is that a machine had been sent from the US to the UK that was essential for the war effort. So important was this machine that two separate machines had been sent in separate ships because at that stage of time, or that point in time, the U-boat packs were roaming pretty heavily. And one of the machines got through, the other one did indeed get sunk. So mission accomplished, you would think. Not so fast. the assembly sheets were only on one ship,
Oh
and
shit.
not the ship that got through. So basically, what they've had to do is assemble a team of engineers, and knowing what it was meant to do, reverse engineer it.
Huh.
Yeah, which is a bit freaky all of its own.
Yeah, I would say.
Now, that's the color I wanted to do next. Yes. A little bit of tidy up on this one.
Now I should have drilled the exhaust pipe out before I put it on. Some bitch.
Ah,
Wait till it dries. Drill it out. Give it that realistic look.
yeah. Alrighty.
So what's the rest of your day going to consist of?
Mine, organization as much as anything else, not for moving. This is more to do with business. Also, I'll tell you what, tomorrow or Sunday, I'll be getting some moving boxes and starting to pack because as soon as I get the keys on Friday, I want to start moving stuff in, obviously.
Out of that, then the furniture.
So
You and you won't know. Can't buy you yet.
I am so looking forward to setting up the man cave.
You gotta go there.
Oh
Very
yeah,
excited about that.
that's going to be nice.
Well, part of the thing that I'm looking forward to is it means that I'll be able to empty out a whole stack of stuff that's currently in my living room and put it, like, for example, seriously, straight away, that cabinet and the other cabinet that's identical, man cave. Weapons
Ah,
rack and weapons rack and chest, man cave. That table, man cave. So that's creating a whole stack of space for me straight away. Um, most of my books I will put in the second bedroom, which will be my library.
you're not drawing you a diagram and laid everything out on it on paper.
I generally just do that sort of thing in my own mind. Um, but yeah, will do some planning as well on my garden. That's the other thing. Once I get the keys, I can go in and make more thorough plans, more definite plans, if you know what I mean. All right, now.
Yeah.
Um,
Ah,
Dear.
damn it, man.
almost
Fucking
there.
pollen. I thought it was getting better, but
Lied to you.
fucking pollen, man. I swear.
Yeah.
This is the first year I've ever had any problems with it.
All right, now. You never know. Your luck. It might be the last time you have problems with it.
Well,
Might be better next year. You never know. Now, all right. Winning.
winner, winner, chicken dinner.
Oh yeah. Now. Nothing on that. All I need to do on this now is two tiny touches in two different colors, but they're very small. That's a good outcome in my
Yeah.
eyes. Pardon?
You okay there?
Oh, yeah. It's the sort of satisfaction that one normally needs some sort of physical pleasuring from a second party to achieve, you know? I should probably lean back and have a cigarette. Um,
Oh, bitch. I wish you could.
They need to be set.
all right. Now, two more bits. And then I can show you a completed dash I can. And completed sideboards. And, ooh, might even give some consideration to finishing the steering wheel.
Well, I know why
Here
one
will
reason
be,
calling me so bad this year is I've set a lot of goals for myself this year. Middle of last year to this year, and that was I've quit smoking for 3 years. I've lost almost 70 pounds.
wow.
Gotten off the pain medicine for my back. I've started eating better.
Yeah.
I need to I need to get rid of the side boob because side boob on a man is not as attractive as it is on a woman.
Have you seen the Peter Griffin side boob hour?
No, I have
He
not.
gets his own TV show going. And he does this at one moment, or for one bit, he does this thing called the Peter Griffin side boob hour. And where they celebrate all the great side boobs of the 70s and 80s,
Oh shit.
and basically shows various side boobs. How about that side boob? You remember that side boob? And then he said, "What about this side boob? That turn you on?" Well, it shouldn't. 'Cause that's my side boob.
Damn, that's funny. Yeah, my side boob's about gone, but yeah, I don't like side boob on me.
A mate of mine.
Under boob. Now under boob and side boob on a woman, that's what does it for me.
A
You
mate
don't
of
want to see the
mine
whole thing. You got to leave
was
something to the imagination, you know.
sufficiently chubby. When I say chubby, I'm being very kind.
Uh
Um,
oh.
that he discovered his side boob was actually causing his arm to fall asleep while he was trying to go to bed.
Oh my God.
Now, my response in such a circumstance, which happily I've never been to that point, would be, "Gee, maybe it's time to lose some weight, mate." His response, "No, he bought himself some sort of halter top to keep the man boob in place while he slept."
Oh my God. Yeah. No.
You think that's not the response that most people would be coming out with? I don't think. To be fair
Yeah,
to the choice.
I got a minute amount. I don't have a whole lot of side boob. And I did it one time. And I'm
Oh,
like, "Man, this shit got-"
look, look. Don't get me wrong. He's a really good mate and a marvelous, person at the right time and place. He is worrying on a physical basis. There is no nice way of dressing this up.
Damn.
He is sufficiently chubba bubba that his belly hangs out underneath t-shirts.
I had that problem one time. I've been sitting here on the couch baffled until I see your belly.
Yeah, that is what Simon has going on in a major way. And it's just like, dude, let's talk about lack of health, shall we? Now, that said, I believe his.
It takes a toll on you, that's for damn sure. Anybody
Yeah. Now, I don't know. For some reason, he doesn't seem to care about that. I guess that's his prerogative again. But hey. And I believe his partner as well is also equally uncaring about ill health. So, in that circumstance, well, unsurprisingly, he's not very healthy.
And I tell you what, I see some people. I'm not one to talk about nobody. Because a lot of people have gland problems, and
There's all sorts of reasons why they might be where they are.
yeah. But then you see some, and they're just the way they are because they choose to be.
Yeah,
And
some people
you have,
do.
you have to
Straight
wonder
out.
how do you wipe your ass?
Oh, there's a scary notion.
How do you shower?
There's
You
a Oh, now I can answer that one for you.
can't reach around or underneath.
No,
Something
that
needs
one I
to
can
be
answer.
up
I can
there.
answer this one. You see? And the reason I can answer is because of a very educational Simpsons moment. And it comes from when the episode where Homer is trying to get himself to 300 pounds so as he can work from home.
Oh yeah.
And when Bart
More
sees how
donuts.
this operates, he concludes that obviously the smart move for any aspiring individual is to become morbidly obese,
Oh,
and therefore you can work from home. You don't even need to go out; it's all good. And it flashes to his own mind how that plays out, and and this is where you too are going to learn how the washing is done. Because it flashes to Bart as like that 1,000-pound guy from years ago. And the big line is, I'll wash myself with a rag on a stick.
oh,
And sadly, yeah.
yeah. When,
All right.
when you're in the
Now, here's what I'm looking for.
when when you're in the automotive department looking for a brush to be able to wash your ass, it's time to do something.
Ooh, it's just a scary, scary notion. And you got to wonder about what happens to those people when they get older.
Oh man.
They're not going to be able to look after themselves. These are facts. Um, and let's
That's
face it,
one.
if you're surprised they're able to look after themselves when they're young, it's when they get to 70, 80, if they're still that way, not looking well.
Last one I had took a picture of us at Christmas 2 years ago. 2 years ago at her grandparents' house, and it was me, her uncle, uh, her her what nephew and all. Yeah, they were sitting on the couch. There was someone else there too. There was four of us standing up, but I was the biggest one, and I was like fucking Santa Claus standing back there, and it was a sad case. No, it wasn't Dominic. It was me, you, me, Patrick.
The thing that, for myself, had me going, oh dear, I do need to do something about this, was when I went in to get my skin cancer check. Because what they do is they take a photograph of you, obviously, your kid off, and they show you where all the lesions are, just so you can see for your own information, sort of a thing. And as I saw it, all I can think is, my God, I am fat.
I said in that picture, man.
And so much so that I was just going, and I'm going to be doing something about that directly, which I have totally failed to do, but the idea was there. At least I was suitably horrified. Now, that said, I am doing stuff about it now. doing my arm has slowly or has interfered with the exercise part of that to some extent. But what you going to do? That will heal. And then I'll be able to get back to swimming, which I'm rather looking forward to. But yeah, I've done it before. When I was in my early 20s, I was 280 pounds of pure lard. And then I hit the gym. And because of running and stuff, I actually got myself at one stage down to 210. Then I started massing up for rugby. And if I hadn't done my shoulders bouncing, as in being a bouncer, not jumping up and down for needless joy, so did my shoulder, picking up a guy and throwing him. They were going out the next season at 250. And that would have been a very fit 250. But and that's part of the reason why most people are of the opinion that my odds of getting under 220 these days are pretty much none.
Well, I got down to 216. I'm back up to 227, but I got a good muscle tone as well because I've always been an outdoor person, very active.
Sometimes that can be an all right weight for you, depending,
Yeah.
It does depend on your frame, all sorts of things.
Plus, I was worked in grocery stores all my life, and stocking is a very strenuous, hard job.
Well, the generally held opinion is that even if I had never actually lifted weights in my life, I would still weigh in at 220. The fact that I did so quite heavily and extensively, and plus other training, yeah.
I was always about between 170 and 190. And then when my back went out, I started putting on a little bit of weight.
Well, that'll do it.
Yeah.
You wouldn't have been able to do fuck all moving. And that is a problem.
I had to be careful with horsing around with Bassman and my son because I'm not one to brag about anything, but I got really strong hands. Because, stocking for 27 years kind of does that to you.
Would do.
And where I just, like grab their hand or pinch their finger,
I actually have a party trick involving hand strength. And it's this, because there's a technique called eagle claw. And it's that hand shape there. And if you use it properly, and if your hands are strong enough, my party trick is I'll go over to people and say, tell you what, try and straighten a finger. Pick a finger, any finger.
I do that with my son.
And I know with almost 100% certainty, adults can't do it. Part of it's because the angle the fingers are already at.
Yep.
Because they're so far bent in that they've got to get underneath and it's just too hard.
Yep.
So there is a bit of trickery and chicanery to that. But it does also necessitate having strong fingers and strong hands.
Yeah, I'll ball my fist up and I'll say, Devin, open my hand. He can't do it.
Yeah,
he bumped into me in the kitchen the other day, and I kind of moved over a little bit. He's like, "Huh?" He said, "You remember that?" I said, "Come here and do it again." He couldn't move me the second time.
Here's an amusing moving someone's story. When I was throwing papers, we were unloading the truck one day. And of course, everyone's just going as fast as they can. One day, one poor sucker, as I was turning around, One poor sucker's walked onto my shoulder and found himself about 3 meters back, about 3 yards further back than he had been. And it wasn't like any intent. I'd say, "Oh, sorry, man." And he was fine with it. He knew it was just one of those amusing little moments. Okay, I'm going to need to do some tidying up on there, but you're going to start to see how this operates with the steering wheel.
Damn, I drilled them fuckers out. What the hell?
So yeah, there we go there. Pretty much our finished sides of the door.
Nice.
And the dash.
Party.
So yeah, happy with all of that. Now, tomorrow I am fishing, so I shall not be on. But Sunday I'll be on, and I reckon I'll be final detailing on this for assembly. Who would have thought?
Yep.
And along the way, I will also, I reckon, finish the Mercedes. Because I've just been very slack on that one. That's all.
On the bat.
Now, but I'm very happy with how that dash looks.
Yeah, that turned out nice.
All right, I'll give you gentlemen some solo time. Whoops, and I need to zoom my camera out. Yep. Okay, David, you go first. You went first last time, Bassman. All righty.
Let's
Let's have a look.
And I got that much done now. About 6 there.
Oh, yeah.
On it now. Okay.
Oh, wow. So there's a whole, you've actually got to do the different layers and stuff on it.
Yeah, fortunately, this strips are so long, they're overstretched a lot. So I can go over the
why
edge.
that would be a bit tricksy, yes.
And
That's what you've been cut.
Right.
Okay.
Where is it? There it is. I see it goes over the edges. I can trim down afterwards.
Yeah, nice.
Got you.
As I done one, I'm starting the other one. So I can get one row done on this one. I'll do another one on this one and swap them over again.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
So, that way I can get it done quickly.
You will be a shipbuilder when you're done.
Well, I've been doing the other ones that should be okay. Then it'll come out like that, hopefully.
I see.
Oh, that's cool.
Second them all together and hopefully like that. But,
Yeah, right.
That's cool.
Cool indeed. All right.
And that came today.
Oh, nice.
Oh, man.
But I don't think there's no engine or anything in it, so just basic 30 pieces. So there's a 1963 kit. This is a box.
Yeah, right.
This is a 2006 boxing. So that's nice.
Yeah, right.
And it doesn't have an engine?
No.
It's a snap.
All right.
Just the base on it. Sorry.
All right.
Yeah. The only features it's got here. Detailed chassis and detailed tires. That's all.
Okay.
So it'd be my
Fair
work.
enough. All right, Bassman, how's Mr. T coming along?
Mr. T. I got the chassis. I got the gas tank painted.
Right.
Got the leaf springs, the rear end. Got the exhaust on it. Got the differential in the middle that holds the two drive shafts together. And then on the van, I got the lights on top.
Yep.
Put the lenses on those. And I got the mirrors on the side.
Nice.
Yep. And I think that's about it. I've been working on a
Cool.
chassis.
All righty.
That is me done. Finished.
Well, that's us done for today. Thanks everyone for watching. We do appreciate it.
Yes,
First
sir.
time viewers out there, you know what to do. Follow, like, or subscribe. Other platforms. I'm Rob the Builder on Facebook and YouTube, and Robster the Builder on Instagram and Twitch, and follow, like, or subscribe. All righty. Now, tomorrow, as I said, I shall not be on. I'll be fishing. But Sunday I will be on. I'll make the adjustment for the daylight saving, so it'll be the same time. And ultimately, we'll be on at the same kit time and the same kit channel. And I'll catch you good people then. See yous.
All right.
Oh.